Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Gaming with the Cats. I am Newt Mechanist, and tonight we are going to be playing some modded Noita. We're keeping the extra monsters in, and we're also adding alternate biomes back in, just for some variety. Otherwise, the basic pack of mods that you've all come to know. Before we get into that, though, let's take a look at the cats. The upper left there, we have Sammy getting her stretch on there. We have Weasley in the top center, snoozing away. Rorschach is settled down on the table on my right. And then over there in the corner of the bed, we have a spiral of Ember and Sky there, snuggled up. Alright, run modifiers are up and ready. Those not as familiar with it, we do run with the voting constantly, with 10 of the voting options available. Ties mean... Ties mean that all voted on events that are tied happen. Let's see. Looks like it's going to be jetpack enemies. This is the alternate biomes mod aquifer zone. So we got a lot of swamp, lots of pipe works, mud, porous rocks. Now, the extra enemies mod is supposed to be compatible with this. We're ultimately going to see how that turns out. Independence Day skeleton with gun seems appropriate. Just in some rock there. Holy bomb. Was ready for it. Uh-oh, blobs. Very dangerous early area enemy. Especially with the Blessed Beast that we use on, since it makes it so that each creature that spawns can spawn with special abilities, let alone they can spawn with a bunch of special abilities. That. Oh, look at that guy. Kind of a reverse curse mage, I guess. I don't know if they were supposed to be good or bad, but, you know, they're dead now. Bouncy bounce. Oh, that blob has the retaliation beam. It has, let's see if we can get him to come in here with us. Uh-oh, frogs. One of the more dangerous enemies in the game. They do a remarkable amount of damage. Oh boy. Getting kind of fraught. They're getting a lot of money out of it, though. So I suppose there's at least that. Uh-oh. Getting pinned. Gotta get out of here. Oh, that was nice of him. Tricky, tricky. Bit of a fungal blast over there. Toxic skull. Oh, man. That was brutal. Let's grab this regeneration field as we're passing through. That'll be just plain useful. Hedge your bets. Shield. Any of these particularly useful? Chainsaws are useful. Otherwise, the answer is no. Trick with that is that we would want to get like a double or something like that to be able to actually accelerate it. Grab these in order to get ping pong path, which in theory we can use to do this. The problem is it doesn't have a lot of range because the chainsaw isn't going very far, but maybe if we do this. Yeah. This is just chainsaws with speed and ping pong path. Not very visually obvious, but here. Hey there, Taz. Feeling any better lately? I've been getting enough political nightmare fuel here at home at this rate. Doing my best not to import it, you know? That's fair. Oh boy, an acid trail wand. Let me tell you, that's what I wanted. The alternate biomes can be a little trickier to navigate. Worst to worst, I do have that acid wand. Long range chainsaw wand. Doing work. Okay, a triple could come in handy. Ah, with Berserk you can see the chainsaws. Dunk. Want any of that? Ew. Just real quickly make sure here. Yep. Just been getting unlucky. Okay. Too weak, too acidy, too slow, too much recoil, too much on fire. That could work. That one's just right. I mean, for now. Oh yeah, yeah, here. Too bad I can't put the color orange on it, but without double chainsaw? With double chainsaw. Clearly eats up a lot more mana, but zip. This little chainsaw burst fire going. Hey, rainbows. Squish. So I've been getting to play a lot of Monster Hunter Sunbreak, and I'm enjoying myself quite a bit. It's good times. I think they did a lot of good work with some of the critter combos at this point. I wish that wasn't as bad as it is. Anything good on it? And there's a double. Let's take that real quick. Rainbows. Double. Disarm the nukes. Recharge. This kind of eviscerates everything it hits. Oh yeah, the little dropper ice spikes. I remember that from the first time we played this mod. Way back in the day. Oh, clearly that one had some mods on it. Let's just squish a few dudes there. Oh, wrong wand. I wonder. Had to get past the arms, essentially. Some of the mana slowly refill. But this particular wand, chainsaw, this chainsaw throwing wand is 100% vanilla. It's a ice creature that has Weeping Angel mechanics. If you look at it, it freezes. Ooh. Oh, but it's so slow. Wonder if we can make up for that with the amount of chainsaw we're dealing with. Discard, discard, keep, discard, 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 discard. Chainsaws. Nope. The difficulty is we would have to overcome the 4-spell multicast already on it to get a wrapping effect, and we would need the wrapping effect to overcome the incredibly slow recoil. Game gets a little bit laggy with this mod going. We'll take the extra ice damage. It's kind of dangerous with the snow, but I can cut snow with the chainsaws, so there's that. Alright, we're going to grab this to get more chainsaws. One, two. So it'll cast this one. It'll do 1, 2, 3. So it's already at 4 by here. So if I do this in the double, it's going to wrap around, or it should. Try this. Nope, we're still only getting one cast. Why is that? I mean, it's a nice little burst of damage, but it's too slow. Just spray shotgun chainsaw there. Yeah, we only get 2 shots out of it. Well, that's unfortunate. But all we gotta do is find a bigger... Like this one would help. That one not so much. But yeah, this one will do. Disarm, disarm, maybe keep... Keep, just in case. This one has more mana regeneration. And you get to actually see the projectiles. So here we go. This is vanilla with chainsaws here. Slowly eats mana, but it's very effective. You could make it eat mana way faster by doing something like this. See, now it wraps. Out. With. Easy face. Alright, unfortunately, I'm reliant on a lot of slice damage here. I don't necessarily want to do this, but... They're still vulnerable to fire. Rinse, dodge. Throwing axes. Lots of throwing axes. All the triggered bubbles. Luckily, the axes are having some trouble getting through my shield bubble. Anybody else want to come out of that hole? It's like a slow-moving, fiery Giga Saw Blade there. Uh-oh. Mini-boss. Dead mini-boss. Ah, it's a shuffler, though. Too bad. Supposed to be some sort of like super cyborg Hisi. With robot spider legs. Oh, I blew myself up. Oh dear. Back in we go. Run modifiers are active. It looks like we're getting the aquifer again. You'll notice that the 4th of July creatures are active. So we have the Uncle Sam skeletons with machine guns. Alright, Iron Robes. Sludge Monster. From the looks of it, they're even assault rifles. Oh, sad. Let's see. On the coding front, I am still baffled as to why the scripts I'm using for Twitch chat extraction are not working. At this point, I've just pulled a get repository of one of the samples that I was deriving my code from, and I'm just going to try it and see if it actually works as they have coded it, as they have supplied it. Because it is so far not anything I can think to check. Oh, another mini boss. Uber slime. And some big slime balls. Don't think we have weaponry to bring that thing down. Well, it's not too far off. Ouch. It's that acid. Oh. Toxic sludge. Well, at least it netted us a heart. Oh, leaking acid. Ooh, and a wand. A not good wand, but, you know, wand. Hey there, Dice Goddess. Welcome to the Tuesday Making Up for Not Streaming Noita on Sunday stream of Noita. We have extra enemies and alternate biomes turned on, as may be apparent. We just fought one of the mini bosses from extra enemies. And this is the alternate starting caves, the aquifer map layout. In general, the alternate biomes are more dangerous. Boom. Oh, sneaky. Explode that. These. Swap it out. Nothing happens because it's already been disarmed. Take that, little spiders. Improved. That will help. Wand improvement tends to. But yeah, until I can get the Twitch integration portion working, it's going to be hard for me to actually switch over to a new model, even if I don't switch over to streaming it on YouTube. It's still a matter of making sure that anybody that's on Twitch still gets the benefit. And that's both for Noita integration, but also any other integration I come up with. We'll leave this one behind, take this one. Take the bombs off of this one, swap out, get that one. Throw that aside, put bombs on it. Don't need the bombs just now. Toss fireball. Rotate you here, put these on this one instead. Rotate it around. Rotate it around. There we go. There. There we go. One takes some killing, it would seem. The sludgy ones bleed water, which could be way worse. Like, I'm guessing, yeah. Broken glass. Yeah, teleport jar broke. Painted mines. Blood skull. Oh, that's a lot of ouch. Now we must escape. Let's see. Nothing auto buy. Something down there. Nope. Yeah, this might actually help us in this. The very squirrely enemies. Huh. Okay. Pretty good wand at this point. Okay. This would give us fire suppression powers here. There. You can use that to put out fires. Could be handy. Oh, whoops. I don't know yet. Gonna have to go find out here. Looks like an unstable crystal. Yep. Naturally occurring. This is the crystal mine variant. Bombs. Put the bombs there. Pick that up so that we have accelerative homing available. Now that glow is moving around, which is concerning. Hovering crystal. I know those gold sparkles are coming from a wall of flesh enemy. Lots of critters. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That away from my hiding spot. Explodey flies. Take our monies and go. Alright, physical resistance. Physical resistance, faster projectiles, and they do more projectile damage. Which we can use to mitigate the cost of that. Ah, see? There's our new catbot appearance. More in line with my little avatar now. Isn't that neat? Should hit a lot harder. Twice as hard to be more precise. You to you. Yeah, some punch to it. I think this is a safety net. Oh, no more ground for us. This off that wand, grab this wand to the side temporarily. Okay, another ice mage over there. And now he dead. Relying on the levels of catastrophic damage that we can go. There's another propane tank. Don't want to kill myself off again. Oh, freezing vapor into steel. Nothing concerning or useful on that? No, nothing concerning or useful to me. It's more likely to kill whoever uses it. Similar to this. No bounce is a good trait, though. First, you, and you. Put this over here. Get electrocuted. Kill the thing. Water tank. You, switch you, grab that one. Discard, discard, keep. Wiggle free of ice. So before they added the actual Ice Mage, the maker of this mod had made an Ice Mage that is essentially like a color-shifted Stendari. You can see that they still bleed freezing fluid, same as the ones that ultimately appeared. I'm working on a player sprite replacement. I've actually made a little bit of headway. It's like a much taller catbot. Spin? Shields are good. So the difficulty is I don't have any sort of resetter. Chainsaws reset, Luminous Drills don't. Luminous Drills are a hasting effect, since they reduce cast delay and recharge time. Alright, we're going to take that. Here, you go here. Okay. Alright, get a nice little thump, thump, thump kind of fire going. Not ideal yet. Again, chainsaw would be better for it. Nothing too flashy yet. A little more festive. I don't know why it got faster when I added the energy shield, but it did. I'm sure there's some obscure element to the spell logic that is causing that. But in any event, we've got some deadly rainbow burst fire now. Not a good place for catbots to die. There's all kinds of metal and blood around. Oh! Well, Hisi base is going a little smoother here. See if I can avoid blowing myself to bits. Double up on the cyborg spider guy. That chest contained, I believe, a blood potion. which was immediately smashed. Shouldn't need to disarm that. Lots of bigger, scarier opponents this time. Several of those little spider-legged ones. Do not want to stand right next to the propane. Making the monies. What do we got? Ooh, triplicate bolts. Take those with me. Much death. Now, if we can get some of the heavy resistance stuff, that'll be handy. Phi is useful. Toxic immunity, not bad. Also add some slicing damage. The thought I was having for the way I made the toxic immunity do slice is twofold. One, you have to do a little bit of song and dance to get bonus toxic damage. Underground swamp, I suspect toxic will be useful. But also the thought was like, oh, it's like a syringe or an injector, you know? Hey there, Lore. Thanks for that resub. Year and a quarter, wow. Time and space is always creeps up on you, doesn't it? Hey there, Lunar. Overgrown lab. Gotta hydrate. Controlled projectile is good. Barely swap this, grab the controlled projectile off of it, swap back. Yeah, swap back. Get the triplicate bolts. those. Oh, dear. Take that. Alright, where's the worm? Oh, yes. It's all functional now. He can do stuff. Got a wand well in excess of what we'll need for this tier of Comey, which is good. That means now we're at sky's the limit territory. Drilling shot. We'll take it with us. We have cycled back around there, Lore. We're back down to 3. It serves as a nice breather. We are at a point where without gratuitous doublers, we weren't getting anywhere. And while it's fun to explore, more and more destructive wands, and we're going to continue doing that anyway. Welcome back, Lunar. Ooh, electrical. And we'll just take the electrical. Flap. Wow. I mean, at some point has come and long past, Lore. Oh, that was a good one. If we do this. Boop. That is true, Lore. It's pretty much literally true. The damage that we need to reliably kill an upper 30s range Comey in one hit is approaching the integer overflow for this game. Like, that's the threshold that we're dealing with. So if we get too much damage, the game can't handle it and explodes. If we get too little damage, we have to hit Comey with, like, 1 billion shots. That is true enough. 1 billion shots is not a guaranteed victory. Hey there, maybe? Welcome aboard. Just rainbow shotgunning our way along at this point. Still taking plenty of residual damage here. Alright, so there's a Tau. We kind of want the Tau. It'll be for the greater good. But first, spin wheel. Take explosives. Here we go. Mini fireworks. But let's amp it up with a bit of Tau. Oh yeah, that's got some kick on it. Let's do that again. Boop. It's almost like a 180-degree spread. Just about. Can we do more? Oh, there's a doubler. Take that doubler. We can still be lit on fire. A little bit of hex spread there. I mean, I could... Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Sparkly. It was scorched black, so you may have missed it, but that statue had places to be. Shields. Alright. Point blank on a statue with this. Those were big damage numbers. Big damage numbers. Get wrecked, whatever you were. Boop. Oh, this will make it easier to get where we're going. Uh-oh. Catpot just detonated down there. Oh! Oh, good thing I have hardened materials. Saw blades would have ripped me apart otherwise. Might as well spin the wheel. And get amped damage. Should have at least 8x damage with these. So Comey will die in one actual hit. Drop that shield. About at least 500,000, I would say. At least 500,000. Nice. Bouncy, bouncy. Flaming skateboard. Yep, mixing things up. Ow. Ow. Well, that was a thing. A fungal stone up there. That is a lot of shifting. Toxic gold. I'll take it. Some vomit. Water into vomit. Spin that wheel. Fire immunity. Blood into steam. Nice. But can we do better? Take this, you here. Bit of kick on it. Oh, and I think brass is rainbows. Yep. I did change the shifting logic. When something shifts, it doesn't go, like, if water turns into, say, I don't know. Water is not a good example. Dirt into sand. There's several types of sand and there's several types of dirt. Previously, what it would do is say, every piece of dirt, every type of dirt turns into one type of sand. But I've changed it so that each one shifts into a different one in the category. So maybe regular dirt turns into regular sand, and jungle dirt turns into blue sand. So you can get a much greater variety now. Let's use contact homing. Well, let's not use contact homing. It's too expensive. Hey there, orcs. Coming in for some science, huh? I think vomit is in... Vomit might be in a category with urine. I'm not sure. I'd have to double check. Something along those lines. Blood is in a category with things like worm blood and fungus blood. So blood is blood. The thing with like urine, vomit, and excrement is those are pretty much all in the aren't we being silly category. Like literally in their files that they're kind of like joke materials. Oh, lots of goodies. Push back against the recoil. Destroy game sound. Yeah, just take that so that we have longer flight duration. That way we can pick up some of these. Oh. Boing. We brace over here. Kill a duck. 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 Triple. 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 Bye. I mean, this is working. Oh, Circle of Life was acid. A lot of coal and concrete powder here. Nope. Electro spiders. Big electro spider. Just glass. Place is kind of wrecked. Well, Weeping Angel thing is no match for Catbots. Divide by 2. Oh man. I'll take physical immunity, or resistance. Not full immunity, but physical has more going for it. Okay, just straight up is better. A little slower, but it should be leading to some auto crits. Well, a little slower, I mean fantastically slower, apparently. Yeah, we'll stay with the fire laser. Yep, blood is steam. It's like an alternate Hisi base here. I think this might be the Hisi village one. Nope. Not a terribly exciting weapon yet. Oh. This guy is trying to distract me. It's kind of working. Come here, you. Come here. Alright, who did that? Hey, hey. Sky is a cat very much of the mindset that if he wants attention, the best way to get it is to cause some mayhem. And he waits so that he can look you in the eyes before he does it. A lot of smoke. Be hard to use. But could be interesting. So then if we combine it with this, they go even faster. This guy is settling for some lap time, which is good. Means he won't be pulling on my cameras. Doesn't quite have the same direct damage punch, but it does have better coverage. It's almost a flamethrower now. In that it fans out and it lights things on fire. Interesting. Green slime. I think acid may have also turned into rainbow gas. Nope. Flammable gas is also rainbow. Very laggy. Making progress, though. Clomp, clomp, clomp. Electrical fiery weaponry now. This to get these. Back. This. This. Start here. Oh yeah, little bit of lag on that one. See, if I had water breathing and water trail on those, that would be a self-contained super destruction effect. And a wall saw blade. Jar of volcanic sand there. Ouch. Toxic gas, freezing vapor. All kinds of bad. Ow. Huh. Okay, let's see what we get this time. So yeah, I changed how the subscribers show up. If you look at lore there, his catbot, he's got the little tier 1 ears, but he's also the color on that catbot is purple. Thanks there, Magic Creeper. That cat is Rorschach. Let's see. Many kitty. Oh, let's see. For early playing of Noita, the first thing that you generally want to try to get used to is, you want to try to find are chainsaws. Sparkbolt, triggers, and chainsaws. If you combine that, that'll get you a long ways. The second thing is just learning to move around. Mobility and dodging will get you a long ways. And then Sparkbolt with chainsaw, that gets you a lot further. Past that, you start getting into increasingly complicated spells. Yeah, not getting blown up or killed is kind of pro level. In that I'm not perfect at it either. Yep, but over time you learn what works and what doesn't. Yep. Vote for what you like, but if there are multiple people voting for things that you also like, just try to tie the votes and you'll get all of them. But ultimately, vote how you like. Let's see anything that's really must have. Let's switch ourselves up. So, we run really modded here. There's a lot you can do. Oh, ouch. That's a bad start. That's a really bad start. We gotta flee now. Death approaches. Yep. Right now, the bigger difficulty I'm having is getting it so that the Twitch integration will work under the same rules. The Twitch integration is built effectively fundamentally into Noita, and the mods that add to it kind of grab it and make it do extra stuff. But actually making a Twitch integration myself is proving to be infuriating. Running. I mean, we had heal bots, so that would have covered it, but I'm not sticking around. Not with all that Berserkium around. Oh, ice immunity is such low value, but we'll take it for the extra damage. Ooh, a trigger. Our general goal is to make wands that just blow up the world. That's generally what we're looking for. Alright, this is even better. So we're gonna take it off here, pick up you, 2, 3. You. Better. Actually, this might be better to use for us. Yeah. The projectiles can eat through the snow that they create. One of my mods, I actually had to go through. These statues normally only have 30,000 HP, but the spells I'm using can do, like, can easily approach that sort of damage. I don't know what it is. I'm trying a bunch of different things to try to get Twitch integration to work. And if I can, then stuff starts changing wildly very quickly. Oh, hey, the color green. Green. Oh, and Matter Eater. Sweep the world clean there a moment. Oh, we're taking this so that the enemy can't have it. Oh, ouch. What the? I think we killed a thing that was doing a thing. But I don't know what the thing was. Uh-oh. I always like to check some of these areas because the extra enemies mod adds some mini bosses or almost zone bosses too. But a lot of them are in places like the ice chasm or the desert chasm. Going anywhere near that polymorph. Lightning spiders. Yom. Fire immunity. Hey there, Cormac. Huh. Many bubble. You know what? We're keeping those. Freeze it up, burn it down. Doc. Freezing, burning ducks. Just heat beams punching up through the floor. Explosions. burning saw blade launchers. Stuff do be happening. Money, 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 money. What's another good lesson? Propane tanks are your worst enemy. Once you reach this particular area, those purple cylinders that you can encounter are going to be the cause of a great many deaths. Just like that. 9 HP suddenly. Because you won't realize that you're standing on one until it goes off. Oh, well, that's convenient. Even with explosive immunity, freezing vapor is one of the killing gases in the game. So you'll get blown up, and then you'll be surrounded with something that'll do lots of damage over time to you. They just hurt. Auto. Speaking of explosion immunity. Temporarily grab duck, switch back. It's actually not bad. Now we'll just need a lot more mana. Yeah, Hisi base is a power check. Jungle in general is not as bad as Hisi base, and then after that it just keeps ramping up. At least in power shifts. Hisi base is a big jump up from Ice Caves. Yes, I did. I have to think through it as to what things will make good co-op days. But I do want to try to get that into the rotation as a day just to see if we can pull in folks from the community. So, I mean, when all else fails, EDF, but good to have options. Oh, hi. I don't know what that was, but it's dead now. As I was doing. There we go. That should get the dragon out of there. Oh, wow. Sea of concentrated mana. We've come close to a full outbreak today, but nothing yet, nothing substantial yet. Berserkium amplifies your damage, but makes you vulnerable to friendly fire. Like, you hit harder, but you can hurt yourself. With anything. Relevant to my mods, if I have Berserkium on me, these little guys can hurt me. And they can usually one-shot kill me past a point. Like that one that's level 60, that one can one-shot me. Let's pop a shield on here. Dare me to pull the trigger? Trick question, I'm doing it anyway. Wow, it's still happening. Still happening. Oh, beautiful. So that amounted to 1 giganuke. I spent 1 giganuke on that. But technically, let's wait for the game to calm down. I may have crashed it with that. We'll have to see. Oh, there we go. So if you look, this wand has 1200 mana max. Game is still recovering from that nonsense. But it's spending most of that on the Upward Larpa, the Omega, and the Phi. It has just enough for 1 nuke after it casts those 3. But the first one says all the other spells happen at once. And that second one says all the projectiles, which is all the spells, happen at once. So it ended up actually being, for the price of 1, I got 1, 2, 16 giganukes twice. So 33 giganukes, the 16 twice, plus the 1 that I actually cast. So the game still resents what I did to it. But yeah, this is where things get bonkers in Noita. Keep in mind, it took me like a minute to close that menu. You can see the frames ticking. Like those little orange specks to my left, those are rapidly falling towards the ground. It's so rare we get to use it. Past a particular point, once the difficulty on the final boss gets high enough, he's effectively immune to explosions. And that weapon that we used wouldn't kill him. At best, it would kind of irritate him. On the plus side, you can really see the movement animations of the catbots. They have a about a 6-part walk cycle. Oh, thanks for the follow there, Magic Creeper. Now, what you just saw there is maybe intercepted the little catbot that on the screen will periodically bounce back and forth across the bottom. It's from the Stream Avatars program. But if you catch it, I've set it up in my code so that all of the catbots revive when that happens. So if a catbot has been present during the stream, they'll come back to life. Oh, there's another secondary explosion. Here it comes. Ever so slowly. Frame by frame, the world is being destroyed. Noita naturally runs at 60 frames a second. Like, that's the clock, the heartbeat of the game. So every time you hear that splat sound, that is 1/60th of a second going by. As far as the game is concerned. But it's taking like a couple of seconds for us. We joke about frames per minute here being kind of the pinnacle of power. If you go too much further past that, you crash the game. Well, that and it takes you like 10 minutes to pull the trigger once. So how's everybody's week been treating them already? As I mentioned, I've been massively frustrating myself with coding projects and playing some Monster Hunter. Oh, we're getting some more thumps. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to dismantle this wand. Now, the normal rule of thumb is if you're dealing with explosive weapons that are going to hit simultaneously, is you don't want more than 6 of them to fire at once. One of the tricky parts is if the weapons are going off simultaneously, all in the same shot, then any explosive effect they have is additive with each other. I don't know if it's actually additive, but it is a combination effect. So if you have 2 bombs that say have a 10 unit radius, and they both go off simultaneously, you get something like both bombs blowing up with a 20 unit radius. And that is true for the more bombs you have. I think it's additive because many of the other traits of projectiles work that way. So if, say, a projectile says that projectile gets extra critical hit chance, that means all projectiles that go off at once have that plus projectile chance. And explosions are modifiers. So a projectile doesn't just have a it blows up trait. There is a inside of its code, there is a what kind of explosion does it do? And some of those properties are things like its radius, its damage. And I think those are getting added together when this happens. And Giga Nukes blow up really big. So big that I am genuinely surprised we haven't crashed yet. No, Glass Cannon is even worse than that. Because Glass Cannon goes into the projectile and amplifies those traits when it's in the air. So as soon as the bullet comes into existence, it says, how big should this explosion be? Make it bigger. And that's where that rule of 6 comes in. Because even tiny projectiles, even like, you've seen Triplicate Bolt, it's the shotgun spell. Those have a tiny, tiny explosion to them. Bubble Burst, the little blue bubble spell, has a tiny explosion effect to it. If you fire 6 at once with Glass Cannon, you can clear the screen. If you fire more than that, you start to get into lag territory. Well, about 1/3 of the screen is being vaporized so far. It's happening very slowly, but you can see the solid stone being eroded. If you play the way we do Magic Creeper, it's a lag sandbox. It's finding that balance between the most awesome explosions and the most awesome explosions that you still get to play the game while firing. It's a tricky thing to keep on one side or the other. I'm sorry, it's a tricky thing to keep on the side of being able to play the game. It's really easy to slow the game down or crash it. And with all that said, Noita is remarkably stable for all that it's doing. Pretty much every frame, any sort of particle that is in motion, so like those sparks, that blue goo on the edge of the map, the blood, all of that, those are... Right, you're right, Lunar. It's not going to crash your PC, it'll crash the game. But every time something moves even a little, it can interact with anything it's touching. And that can happen on a frame-by-frame basis. And things that are within several screens of you, like the whole dungeon area that you're in for several screens, is full of things that could be interacting. Liquid falling, all of that kind of stuff. I'm kind of hoping we get a nano outbreak so you can see that. For one, we haven't had a real nano outbreak in a while. I think it's falling away. We're getting a lot of frames all of a sudden. I mean, look at that. That's like a frame per 2 seconds. Oh dear. Yeah, we can't fire that wand again. Yeah, I tried to make the Catbots run like Mega Man. So their torso is relatively still. They hold out the arm that's facing the direction that they're running. And they have the little leg cycle under them. When they fire, their arm actually folds out into a big old gun. Oh, we're moving again, folks. We're moving again. Okay, here. For reference, this is just 3. So the one that'll fire, the Omega firing it. Sorry. One that'll fire, 1 from the Phi. 1 from the Omega, 2 from the Phi. So that should be 2, 3, 4. Like 5 of them. This is 5 of them. Oh, 1 second. It's going to take 3 minutes to recoil. Okay, we'll try that later. Normally there's a map here, but, you know, it's largely gone. Big anvil. Wish. Don't really need to. I'm immune to the fire damage, but yeah, here you go. Chainsaw. And Gamma. So Chainsaw has a trait you can't see. It says also has magical properties. Chainsaw resets effectively can reset the recharge of a spell. So if we add Chainsaw in here, see how much faster it's firing. It also does slashing damage, or slicing damage, which, except against machines, does a lot of hurt. So if you get a spark bolt with a trigger into a chainsaw, it means the spark bolt hits them and delivers the chainsaw right into them, which is good. So along those lines, we can do this. So this is add trigger. It converts the spell that follows it, the projectile spell that follows it, into one that has an impact trigger. And it will deliver chainsaw. Make it cheaper by doing this. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Then what we want to do is find some other things that it can deliver. Will this work? We'll cast 4 shard shots into a chainsaw. Okay, that's kind of neat. Kind of neat. Okay. Oh, but you know what? We can one up this whole mess. So this is just a chainsaw. Not the optimum way to do it. Here, we'll do this. That's always fun. The ducks make spells cheaper. 10 mana cheaper. So I should do this. They technically exist in vanilla, but they're not active spells. They show up a lot more in Ava's mods. Oh, that's terrifying looking. I don't like that. Damp rock. Backtrack a bit. Around. Oh. Eastern Holy Temple. Alright, and we'll amplify damage. And toxic lubricants. Alright. It's like 5 or 6 nukes, something like that. Oh! Boop! See? Hardly hurt him. Whereas one little tap fire from my projectiles ended him. Now be aware, this is the bad ending. Pour this out while you guys are deciding on what the run modifier will be. Explosions. The as directed by run modifier makes it so that all projectiles explode on end of life. Assuming another effect does not convert them into a different projectile. Such as a trigger change spell will negate this kind of thing. Yes, we'll be going this way. I wonder if that could be wrangled. I haven't looked at the code that affects Comey himself. Big Slime is no match for catbots. It could certainly be interesting. More blood. Bubbles. Bubbles. To refill my water. There we go. There we go. More bubbles. Fire immunity. Not explosion immunity, but at least I won't light on fire. Boom. Come on, Steve. When dealing with Steve, the question is always, did I get him? Lego. Doubles. That's pretty good. But Lunar, if ninjas had taken over the world, how would you know? There's you, Propane. Onward we go. Reason that scientists haven't figured out how to precisely quantify dark matter is because it's actually ninjas and they're hiding from them. Listen, it's ninjas all the way down. Oh, that was exciting. Photon. Fire immunity. Get some health potions stocked up here. And slowly proceed as everything freezes. That critter that I just killed is a special fish thing that swims around turning air into water. Oh no. Hey, cleared a path though. We will not be going to Fungus Town after all. Another good skill to cultivate in the game is learning, given the enemies in the area, how many more hits can you take? Like in the first couple floors, if you're below 30 health, you could be one shot by a shotgunner. I think it's packed snow into fungus. Moving right along. Oh, hi. Ooh. Hmm. That's modifiers. Uh, Moving at a jog here. Ice for still more damage. Sammy some back scratches real quick. Better if we could find ping pong path, but Speak of the devil. So one of the early super weapons that you can make is getting luminous drill with back and forth path or extended lifespan. If you get those together, you can do this, where it's effectively a laser that passes through most anything. Ping Pong Path is also fantastically cheaper per cast. But extended lifespan is better from a, like, pure projectile sense. Like, if you can afford them both, you go for extended lifespan usually. Let that twitchy effect wear off. It's a lot of vomit. Ah, alcohol fumes are vomit. Okay. Acid is safer than chaotic. An accidental trigger pull of acid might kill me, but an accidental trigger pull of chaotic could be anything, including more acid, let alone, like, corrupt nano. And I'm using an excellent weapon for dealing with acid trail because the projectile isn't very big and doesn't live long. Smoke. Acid trap frozen. Dicey dicey. Explosions. Just a moment, folks. Raising the desk up here a moment. Explodey lasers. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Beam. Duck. Ooh, doubler and divide by 4. You know what? We'll take it. way. Duck. We would need more damage to use the divide by 4 effectively. Maybe not. Close it way down, though. Well, we'll see. More wand upgrade. I do like these little barrier gates. Oh yeah, the oil. Sammy needs attention. He's still super skittish. Boom. Yeah, I did set a limit so that the wand can't fire too fast. You can still have enough stats and upgrades that firing at all will crash the game. But that's not a wand thing. Could have a pretty straightforward victory here. Pretty much, maybe. You've got to at least come close to crashing. I don't need to keep firing, but I'm not gonna stop. Should be nano in there. Maybe it froze over, so it's not forming. So I saw a catbot die. Yep, the only things that are effectively unbounded are max mana and max mana recharge and mana recharge. No, Nano's a slime. Hey, but we did crash the game. Alright, folks, let's see what we get. If I keep using this one, I'm going to have to change some of the logic so that it doesn't, or some of the probabilities, so it's not always the aquifer up here. Like, I don't mind when it is, it just doesn't need to always be. Oof. Well, at least we have enough rate of fire. Poison gas. Oh, toxic gas. Something electrified over there. Oh, we won't be breaking through that. Surprised that jar didn't smash. Uh-oh. Stay very still. I'm being towed back into the rock here. Oh, dynamite. It's like, well, if you're gonna hold still, I'm gonna take advantage of it. pathways are all mucky. More boops. Uh-oh. Oh! There was nano in there. Flammable liquid got transformed into nano. Corrupt nano. But one way or another, this will probably be the last one. Boop. Ooh, an infestation. And smoke or steam is freezing vapor. Let's see, what is that? Smoke is freezing vapor. Well, at least we didn't get as directed by. Flammable gas, still flammable gas. Hey, a water stone. Well, for now, water's still water. Okay, physical resistance. Excellent. Oh. Wow. Boom. Indeed. There is one that will call out when a transmutation happens. Like this into that kind of thing. But I don't know how compatible it would be, since that would have to be a file override. Or a full shim, you know? And those are order sensitive. It gets interesting to code, maybe. Got a trail. Nano. We got Nano. Kind of hoping for an outbreak before the night ended. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on, you can wear off any time now. The leakage timer did not go down while I was polymorphed. Nice, Magic. Progress is always good. That effect is called chaotic leakage. Every time a projectile fires, it has a different trail. Trap, holy bomb, ow. And oil trail. Yeah, one of the core things with Noita is it's always possible that somebody finds a wand that's that you probably wouldn't pull the trigger on, but they're gonna. So the trick with getting chaotic leakage to do that, maybe, would be to get it to do it in a unpredictable fashion. So right now, every time a projectile fires, each projectile gets a random number that says, which material do I have a trail of? And it keeps that trail. To do it every second, it would have to constantly reference it and get a new random number each time. That should, in theory, be just fine. But the question is, in practice, how does it end up? Actually, Lunar, editing them after they leave the wand is the best time to edit them if you want to do stuff to them. That's how, like, As Directed By works. It's how a lot of things like the toxic spell that I've got, where it splashes them with toxic if they live through the hit, is you essentially set up a script that says as soon as this comes... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well done. There's the combo. The classic combo. That's going to bring us to the end of the night. I hope everybody had fun watching today. It was fun to get into it again. Feels like it's been a bit. But I do want to thank you all for watching, and especially I do want to give a thank you to all of my supporters on Twitch and Patreon. You can see their names scrolling on the right there. If you would like to join them, you can see the username for my Patreon and Ko-fi links there. You can also subscribe through Twitch. If you are watching here on Twitch for the first time and you haven't seen my YouTube shorts and videos of things like Noita and some other games, you can swing on by Nukes Mechanist on YouTube as well.